Dan Lebatard.
From the window
Stugotz.
to the wall.
This is the Dan Lebatard Show with the Stugotz on ESPN Radio.
Ron Magill with us as he is every week with all of your animal questions. We will give you your sports information. You just got it. You just freebased it, man. That's your sports information. Woo! Allow us to talk about animals for a while because, man, I can't feel my face. Next segment, we'll actually play it at twice the speed as opposed to that, which is just the way Mel Kiper talks. That's just normal. So next segment,
speed it up?
We're going to speed it up a little bit. Yes. So Ron Magill is our zoo expert. 786-456-4837 is the number. Johnny Utah, you're on with Ron Magill of Zoo Miami. Go ahead, Johnny Utah.
Hi, Ron. I'm wondering, who would win in a fight, an anaconda or a python?
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. The python, theoretically, the reticulated python, is the longest snake in the world. It gets to be over 33 feet long. However, the anaconda is the largest snake in the world. It can get to be over 20 feet long, but weigh hundreds of pounds. So, that's really going to be a toss-up. Neither one of those snakes eat other snakes. But I think at the end of the day, weight is going to trump length. Just because of the fact, if you got a guy that's 7 feet tall like a minute bull and you put him in there with a, refrigerator Perry, I think Perry's going to take him out, right? That's my logic behind that. So I'm going to go with the anaconda.
We had a question earlier this week, the worst way to die, bear attack or shark attack. There's a guy we're trying to reach who's been attacked by a bear, a shark, and a snake, and we were trying to decide worst way to die. Which is it, bear attack or shark attack?
That's a toss-up for me. I would go with the worst way as a shark attack because you're drowning too. I mean, you're in the water, you're drowning. It's eating, drowning. It's drowning and fire are my two biggest fears as far as dying goes. So
which is quicker though, Ron? Like which one would be quicker though?
What's the size of the animals? Are you talking about a 20-foot shark and a 9-foot tall bear, or are you talking about a 15-foot bear and a 10-foot long shark? I mean, you gotta equate the problem.
Too much nuance, zoo guy.
Just make a match big.
Make a pick, and be done with it. Like too much nuance, too many degrees. Tell me the size of the bear.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the shark being faster because the shark is gonna get you in the gutter and underwater, and you're gonna bleed out right away. A bear is not necessarily going to kill you right away. It might maul on you and chew on you a bunch. It'd be a longer, more drawn out death, I think. Yeah. More people survive a bear attack than a great white shark attack. So I'm going to go with the shark.
I feel like you've taken every side of this argument, though.
And I'm proud of you.
Trot Nixon, you're on with Ron Magill of Zoo Miami. Go ahead, man. Trot Nixon. Only in baseball, though. Only in baseball. Go ahead, Trot Nixon.
Is it possible, and if it is possible, is there anybody that's keeping DNA of endangered species to bring them back a la Jurassic Park?
Absolutely. There are huge, not only DNA banks, but sperm banks for animals that are being kept. You've all heard about the northern white rhino that passed away, the last northern white rhino male, which in effect makes the species extinct. But what you don't realize is we have a lot of that sperm stored. We have also the eggs of females stored. So what they're going to do is they're going to take those eggs, they're going to fertilize those eggs, they'll place those fertilized embryos in the bellies of southern white rhinos that are not extinct, and they will bring to term full-term northern white rhinos. So it's the same. We've done it with zebras. We've taken zebra embryos, put them inside domestic horses, fertilized zebra embryos, put them in domestic horses, and the horse gives birth to a full-fledged zebra.
NFL Draft Week here on ESPN Radio. Gunnar Keel, you're on with Ron Magill of Zoo Miami. Go ahead, Gunnar.
Oh, hi there. Yeah. Sorry.
You forgot you were Gunnar, is that it? Okay, no problem, Gunnar.
Who would win in a fight? Go ahead, Gunnar.
Who would win in a fight, a diamondback, rattlesnake, or a cobra?
Wow. Again, I think... Okay, are we talking about a king cobra or a monocle cobra?
McGill, are you new to these questions? For the love of God, man, have you ever done this before?
This makes a big difference. A king cobra can kill an elephant with one bite. You specified diamondback rattlesnake. You didn't say pygmy rattlesnake. You didn't just say rattlesnake. You said diamondback rattlesnake, which is the largest of the rattlesnakes. If I'm going to put that against the largest of the cobras, which is the king cobra, I'm going with the king cobra, because king cobras not only have a potential strong venom, but they eat snakes, whereas rattlesnakes don't eat snakes. So I'm going with the king cobra.
See if we can get Gunner back to ask him these questions.
You know, you try to simplify everything, Dan. Life isn't that simple, okay? He said diamondback rattlesnake and a cobra. Well, there are many cobras.
Quentin Jammer, you're on with Ron Magill of Zoo Miami.
America.
Quentin Jammer, you're on with Ron Magill of Zoo Miami. It's not America.
Yes, best sports name, by the way, John the Beast Mugabe.
All right, get out of here. Tim Biakabatuka, you had one job. Yeah. You had one job and you blew it. Tim Biakabatuka, you're on with Ron Magill. Go ahead.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, my dog seems like he likes his farts, or he's trying to figure out why it's happening. Because every time he does it, he puts his face down there. Have you noticed any other animals in the wild?
Gassy animals. Why are they smelling their own farts?
Yeah, a lot of animals do that. Many times I have found that dogs do that when they have fairly loud farts. You know, they make that, and that's the sound. They don't know what the sound is, so they immediately look back to the sound, and then they smell it, and some of them like it, some of it don't. But I noticed with my dog, he does this little kind of, it's like a little toot that he does, and when he does that, the sound frightens him, and he turns around to see where the sound's coming from.
That same thing happens to me all the time, man.
I do it too. I mean, do you smell your own? I do.
Bronco Nagurski, you're on with Ron Magill of Zoo Miami. Go ahead, Bronco Nagurski.
Ron, could a silverback gorilla in his prime stop the 5 best offensive linemen and the best running back ever from getting 1 yard?
No, I don't think so. 1 yard is not that much. If you get the 5 best offensive linemen, listen, they're going to get hurt. A couple of them might get killed, but you're going to get the yard. You'll die after the yard. I don't know if it'll be worth it, but you'll get the yard.
I've shoved my head under the covers.
Can you explain this to me, though, Ron? What would I have to make the odds for you to call it an even fight? A silverback gorilla against how many linemen where you would say, look, this is not going to work out well for the gorilla? Like, where do I have to put the number to make it hard for you to...
Okay, but wait a minute, Dan. Again, I'm asking for clarification here. Are you talking about the lineman trying to kill the gorilla?
I'm talking about...
You're talking about a fight to the death?
I'm talking about 5 offensive linemen, or however many you tell me, are blocking, trying to play football, and what is across from them is an actual silverback gorilla. They're just playing football. Right. The silverback gorilla is just being a silverback gorilla.
Right. Okay. That's going to the running back can run for a touchdown. Okay? Because the running back is going to be much quicker, feet much quicker, running, cutting. That gorilla's not that fast running and cutting. If you're talking about just going straight ahead and trying to bowl the gorilla over, no, your 5 linemen aren't going to do that. But your 5 linemen are going to be able to create enough of a distraction, enough of a challenge to that gorilla initially, that the running back's going to be able to cut around. He's going to pull out. He's going to be one of those, like, those running backs who hate to get hit type things, and he's going to be gone. Because once he gets by the gorilla can't catch him.
Tree Rollins.
Can't run.
Tree Rollins. Stop talking, McGill. Tree Rollins, you're on with Ron Magill of Zoo Miami. Go ahead, Tree Rollins.
Weird today. It's weird.
Ron, I've heard that most elephants weigh less than a blue whale's tongue. Is this true?
Really?
Wow, that's an interesting fact. I'd never heard that. I mean, most elephants weigh less than 10,000 pounds. No, but the blue whale's tongue is huge. I don't know if it weighs 10,000 pounds. I know that the gonads, the testicles of a blue whale, weigh thousands of pounds, but I don't know about the tongue. So
Wait a minute.
That's a look up for me.
Wait a minute. How many pounds? The testicles of a whale?
Thousands.
Ron, did you know a horse
weighs thousands of pounds?
Did you know a horse can fit inside the blue whale fart bubble?
Wow, we've really gone off a cliff today. What's happening?
But is it true?
No, but Ron, I'm being serious.
Is it true?
I've never looked at a blue whale's fart bubble. Excuse me, I'm
You've
sorry.
looked at its testicles, clearly.
Well, when we've done anatomy, when you do anatomy, you're looking at different organs. But no, I've never measured the fart bubble of a blue whale, and I don't know if anyone else has either. Now, I imagine that because of the size of the intestines, if these animals do produce a fart, it would be a very large fart. And yes, it would be very expected that a horse could fit into that bubble. But people who are coming up with these types of comparisons have way too much time on their hands.
That's not true. Well, you're missing out, man. You should get in there.
So let's look at the video here
Okay.
They've sent you the video. You're going to do play-by-play of it. What do you have there?
Ready? Okay. We got the guys on elephant back here. Oh, this looks like a tiger safari where they're looking. This is what I remember doing this in India on an elephant back, looking around. They're looking at tiger. They're looking at a patch of looks like. Oh God, it's a tiger! She's coming up at the. Oh wait! It looks like that's the guy on the elephant. Oh my God! Jesus Christus! Now it's being replayed in slow motion. It comes up. Does it kill him? Oh, look at the paws, look at the claw, oh, it nails! Oh, no, the guy's alive. The guy's alive. You see his hands all bloody, but it blurred out. Holy jeez, that tiger leapt out of that rice paddy and went up on that elephant and nailed that guy in the hand. They must have really been ticking off that tiger. That tiger must have been harassed, because I've done that in India, where I've, tracked tigers and elephant back, and the tigers don't pay any attention. They must have been harassing that tiger.
Oh, my God. That's terrifying. Terrifying.
Yeah, that would scare me. I would have soiled my pants if I was on
Oh, my God. Jumping, leaping tigers. Whoa! Graceful and beautiful.
Look at the claws. Just got his hand, though. He's lucky to take him off the...
Tiger don't care,
horrible.
Man.
Wow, that was impressive. That's an impressive video. Holy geez. What's impressive is the guy who kept rolling. When that tiger's coming up on the tiger. That on the elephant. That's very impressive. Holy jeez. That's
All right, thank you, Ron, for being on with us. We appreciate it.